Hello, Comrade. Welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'm Orbital Potato. Hello and welcome. Welcome, one and all. At the end of the last episode, we came across this, what can only be described as a freakish occurrence, actually. It's awful. It's awful to look at, it's awful to think about, but believe it or not, it is happening right now. We gotta try and fix this. I'm not anticipating this being a hugely difficult fix. It's going to be a little bit of an annoying one, though. We basically just need to make sure that everything that is connected to the main road is disconnected from the farm roads, basically. I think. So that's what we're going to try and do. Okay, let's get that in there, that in there. Let's get rid of that bit as well. Yeah, you know what? I think that this is actually fine. It's just, I don't understand how this ended up happening. But it did, and here we are. Also, this is the very edge of our construction depot range, apparently. Which is not great, but it's fine. We might as well just turn on the auto rubles. Okay, can we take this out here? Why is this not working? Also, the music is getting very, very fast-paced and is giving me heart palpitations. That's somewhat of an exaggeration, but you get the picture, right? Alright, let me see. Take it back a little bit. There we go, do that, and do that. Okay, grand. So, I think that we'll be able to get away with just one bridge relatively easily. We'll do a steel slash brick bridge. What about that, eh? There we go, and down right here. Perfect. Alright. That's pretty darn good going. So as long as we're able to connect this up here, then we should be absolutely fine. Let's unpause and let it all build, and immediately watch as the game crashes before our very eyes. Alright, well, I'm gonna boot it up. Live on camera. There's no behind the scenes secrets here. It's just gonna be a black screen for about 20 seconds as I boot the game up. There we go. It's already finished. Apparently I didn't even get the opportunity to autosave, or the game didn't get the opportunity to autosave, which is fine. Let's just pretend. Hey everyone, welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'm your gorgeous host, Orbital Potato. But you know what? The fact that the game crashed did us a favor. It gives us the opportunity to remake the bridge. Here we go. Do that, and then down there. Apparently not. Apparently that's not too possible. All right. Let's retry. Let's retry that. It's not entirely sure why this is not wanting to work on this occasion. Angle of connection is too sharp, but you really do not like the decrease in the hill. All right. You know what? Let's ditch that. That was always a terrible place to build a bridge. Never wanted to do it there anyway. I was just pretending that I wanted to do it there. Alright. Try this right here. There we go. And now can we decrease the height of the bridge? No, doesn't look like this is going to be particularly favorable to us. Alright. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. Trust me on this, folks. We're going to get there. Okay. Why are we building up? I don't want to be building up. I want to be building down. That's the major objective here. Alright, but it turns out that this is just unbelievably hilly over here. Yeah, maybe we could not build it right here. But if we don't build it right here, then there's not many other places for us to build this bridge. Okay, let's think about this. Oh, I can't disconnect that at the moment, can I? Yep. Disconnect that, disconnect that. Disconnect this, disconnect that, disconnect that, disconnect that, disconnect that. That can actually remain connected for now. And then we can build the bridge up here, perhaps? I mean, you can already tell that this is turned from a good scenario into a disaster scenario. But you know what? That might just be the golden ticket that we're looking for. Okay. Up here. Why am I using asphalt, you may ask? Great question. I don't actually know. Okay, cancel this bridge before I accidentally build it. And then build that down there, that across there. I really should make this gravel road. I don't really have any excuse. There's no real reason not to. I was being ridiculous. There we go. Okay, get that connected up. That can be connected up to here. Or not, I guess. Perhaps this is just not going to work. Apparently it is. Great. Happy days. Ah, goodness me. Always, always, always an issue. Okay, so that's good, and let's just get it all built. All about bridges. The late game is all about the bridges, apparently. Okay, let's get those guys sold, and delete that, and that's grand. And then, what we're going to do, connect that up there. Perfect. And with that, we should have a connection to absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere that matters. Great. Do we have any... So you are currently on the main network. Okay, that's a bit of a worry, because I need to readdress that, and that. Okay, let's fix this, and then we'll be sorted. Okay, cool. And one more. There we go. Great. This road is not going to play ball, is it? This road is definitely not going to play ball. Alright. Well, you know what? We tried. Unless we can manage to somehow thread the needle through here, then I think, honestly, changing access to this road is going to be just far too much effort and not something that I'm inclined to do. The reward to effort ratio is just is not good there. Also, is there a way that we can direct connect that? I don't know why we'd really want to, because it actually helps us having a longer sort of tailback section. But there you go. So we do still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tons of lorries that need to be collected. I'm going to get 2 more harvesters. I'm going to ditch some... ditch a tractor, and then ditch one of these American harvester things. And then I'm going to get 2 more trucks. 7.2, yeah, 10 tons, 10 tons. Let's get 2 more of those trucks on the go. So you are lost. We have a couple of trucks that are a little bit lost. I think these guys can go off-road anyway. If they can't, then what I can always do is I can restore that that section of road in the hope that it gives them a little bit of a guiding beacon, shall we say. All right, but once everyone is on sort of this this internal farm network road network, then we'll be totally fine, I think. Yeah. Good. Everything's looking pretty smooth. Nothing too untoward is happening. I mean, obviously, we've got a massive backlog in crops, and I'm not super happy about it, but it is what it is. It's fine. Oh, actually, speaking of, we might be able to connect this field up via mud roads around the back. Okay, auto build from rubles. Yeah, I think this might be the best way to do it. Also, these 2 fields are not even connected. That's somewhat of an oversight. There we go. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And let's just disconnect that stretch of road. Disconnect that. Disconnect all of this. All of that. Take it all back. Perfect. Okay. That's grand. So all we need to do now is wait for the couple of pieces of farm machinery to filter through, and we should be fine. I'm going to leave that connected anyway. Yeah, I'm going to leave that connected anyway because it's basically a one-way road. Once the farm vehicles are in this area... Ooh, last chance to buy. Interesting. Once the farm vehicles are in this area, then they should really stay on the internal network. Which is totally fine. Yeah, 99 tons of crops to be transported. Unbelievable. There's no way that I can buy any more mechanisms, unfortunately. I don't think. Nope. We're all out of mechanism purchasing power. Yeah. 10 tons of crops. To be honest, I should probably try and upgrade these roads, because these mechanisms... Well, actually, they only run at 62 kilometers per hour, so we'd only get 2 kilometers per hour of benefit. So might as well leave it. You are fine over here. That's fine. Okay, so as soon as this backlog is has been fixed up, then that is gonna be grand. That is gonna be all sorted, which is great. That's lovely. Wonderful, happy days. We managed to fix the problem in Graingrad, and hopefully we should have a bunch of crops very, very soon, which is wonderful. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to accomplish in this episode, already accomplished pretty faithfully, actually. Pretty faithfully to what I had in mind. I'm pretty happy with the way that it went. It looks like the bypass that we built at the end of the last episode is working just as intended, which is quite nice. That's all looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to, hopefully, today, try and fix up this rail situation, but I'm not super bothered if that occurs or if it does not occur. What else did I want to accomplish in today's episode? Ooh, yes. This is a big one. Right, so let's talk steel for a moment here. In fact, no, let's not talk steel for a moment here. Because this kind of defeats the point of what I was gonna do in today's episode. But let's just roll with it and pretend that my point wasn't dashed on the rocks. The point that I was going to make is that iron at the moment that is currently being produced... we're not producing enough iron, but of course we are actually producing enough iron, as evidenced by the large aggregate storage and the large aggregate storage over here. Yeah, I was gonna basically say that we're not producing enough iron ore. We're not producing enough iron ore to refine into iron, and then we're not making enough steel because we don't have enough iron. But all of that is in fact a complete and colossal lie, as we have more than enough. We have more than enough iron to turn into steel, and it is in fact coal that is the problem, which is wonderful, just wonderful. So what I'm gonna do instead is try and figure out why the heck all of our coal is not going where it needs to go. And why it's not going there fast enough. Because we've never really had any issues with coal since we started this area. What I did want to do, just getting slightly back on track. What I did want to do is perhaps put in another large aggregate storage over here. With the goal being... let's have a look. See if we can squeeze it somewhere around here. That's pretty darn good. Yep. Yeah, the logic was that we might just be able to squeeze in a conveyor engine transfer right here, which means that we can split the output. Let's have a look. Test this theory out. Okay. There we go. So we can split the output to one aggregate storage over there and another aggregate storage over here. Then we'll also have a conveyor engine transfer right here, and then another one right here. So basically, we'll be able to feed from two should I say. We'll be able to feed from two large aggregate storages to make this whole thing work. Now, of course, it won't work because I need to ditch this and remove that conveyor belt. Right. And once that's removed, we can have another crack at this. There we go. Right up to there. Right up to there. Remove this and hope that we can manage to get that. Nope, unfortunately not. That can go there, and we'll just do one more conveyor engine transfer. It should this time, fingers crossed, should this time make a substantial difference. It does indeed work. Wonderful. Which just means that we'll have a little bit of built-in redundancy, really. If we ever have too much production that cannot be contained by just one large aggregate storage, we can hopefully export it to 2. And it should all be powered. Hopefully. Yep, indeed, it does look like that's the case. And what do you know, it should end up working. Great. Okay, so that's another mission accomplished. A lot of, like, mini missions that I want to accomplish in today's episode. A lot of mini missions, predominantly to do with making sure that everything runs quite smoothly. Okay, have you got coal? You've got 111 tons of coal. You're processing a bunch of coal at the moment. Looks like the train from Comrade just got in. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely a-okay with me. Are we still doing our regular deliveries of fuel and bitumen? Looks like indeed we are. Yeah, see, when we start churning through iron, we start churning through very, very quickly. My rationale was, and the whole point of the original topic of conversation, was that hopefully we would be able to utilize the fact that we've got a railway line. A railway line transport of some brand new iron. Now, we're actually in quite a fortunate situation. The railway line over here runs very, very close to the iron mine over here. And I was thinking maybe, just maybe, we might be able to squeeze in a train unloading area and use it to unload iron to this area. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a weird one, this, because it's not strictly necessary at the present moment. I.e., we've got more than enough iron ore and iron ore being processed into iron to really complain. However, it will come in handy at some point in the future. Just when that will be, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I want to upgrade my coal production. My coal production is unbelievably lacking at the moment. We're really not super hot in coal production. And I think, in part, it might be for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, the amount of trains that we have going to the coal aggregate loading is very, very low. We cannot store or export coal. Oh no. That's on me, honestly. That's on me. Now we can. There we go. The other problem is that we don't actually have that many trains delivering workers to this area. And also, it takes a darned long time to do it. I think it's this carriage. No, that's Mintskalanius. I don't need Mintskalanius. I'm pretty sure that it's just a Universigrad. No. Colgrad, yes. Okay, so Colgrad's got some workers to be delivered. As you can see, this is the problem. The problem is this stupid tunnel system, which is really not helping us even slightly. So I want to try and clean up some flashpoints and maybe see if we can just get a cleaner road network up and running. The other thing that I potentially wanted to do, you know what we could do? Alright, you know what? Let's see if we can actually remove these tunnels once and for all, because they're really irritating me, and they only get more irritating as you go. Okay, where's that Colgrad train? Is it in the tunnel at the moment? I think it might be in the tunnel at the moment. Right, let's fast forward. Get the Colgrad train out of the train tunnel. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's buy a brand new train. I think that we can still buy the train that we want. Motor wagon. Yep, we can indeed. Copy the schedule. Put it on there. And dispatch you. Great. Right, again, not sure if that's going to work, but what I can tell you is that unemployment is fairly low, actually, at the moment, so whatever we're doing is kind of working, I guess, which is kind of nice. Yes, with a brand new locomotive, fingers crossed we'll be able to just increase our coal production just that little bit more. Anyway, yes, the flashpoints that I wanted to change and get sorted, that's going to be an ongoing little sort of mini project for this episode. But the main thrust of this episode, as I was going to highlight earlier, but just still neglected to get my main point across, is the fact that we do actually want to try and get some more iron production up and running. So, I've discovered this ridiculously good vein of iron over here. I think probably... yeah, here is maybe the best. Best location for it. I mean, it's a little bit mountainous, but it's looking pretty darn good. I would like to just build this first and foremost to have a little look at how it's going to cost 120,000 rubles. Yeah, sure, I'll do it actually. I would be very curious to see the quality of the source underneath. I think it's going to be very, very high. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is that our current quality of iron is actually only at 13%. So if we can just see a minimal increase in the quality of the source. Also, what the heck is going on over here? Oh, you've gone into the wrong track. Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. All right, let me see if I can build a one-off track to try and fix this issue. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, this is a bit of a peculiar one. You know what? Probably the best thing to do, just sell the vehicle and try again. That's, when in doubt, just sell it. That's my advice. Okay. Meat grad, no. Okay. I'm gonna need to go and find this stupid train again to copy it. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Right. There we go. Get it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, go to Comrade. That's what you go, where you go first. Go to Comrade. There you go. Right. I'm gonna watch it go to Comrade. I say watch it. I'm not gonna watch it go to Comrade. I'm gonna watch it start to go to Comrade because I'm not interested in watching one. That's not what I wanted. I'm not gonna. Why am I over here? I'm not gonna watch one silly little train go all the way to Comrade. But there we go. Okay. Anyway, so you should just go right past this station, right through the station, right over here, straight through. Grand, and now you won't have any issues. Perfect. Wonderful. Happy days. I maybe could have started the train off over here. Not quite sure why I did that, but hey-ho. Yeah, so this train is coming through with absolutely zero coal. That is unacceptable. That is part of the problem, you see. Now we're going to be operating without issues. We're going to be increasing the amount of coal we have. Yep, that's for sure. However, the fact that we're missing key deliveries is very, very, very problematic. Very, very, very problematic. So, yeah, annoying for sure, but we're going to fix that. Anyway, what's the quality of the iron source? I keep missing this. Of course, this is going to be called Iron Grad, because what else could it be called? There we go. The whole point of doing this, 68%. Honestly, not as high as I was expecting. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's get a train station pretty nearby. Train platform small. Yup. There we go. And let's see if we can get a road connection up here. Literally, all we want to do is just try and make it so that people can get to where they need to go. Footpath. Footpath. There's no direct footpath connection, but what I can do is that, and then we can connect footpath up to that. There we go. All right. Yep. Fund that. Perfect. And connect it up. Why is some other infrastructure in the way? Yeah, I know. It's the piece of infrastructure that I want to connect to. Alright, try this. See if this makes any difference. There we go. Right. Just swell. Right, now we really need to think about this, because this is going to be the first time that we're planning basically a brand new industrial area in what seems like a while, actually, but hey-ho. We want to get a train aggregate loading. That's what we need to do. However, we also need to make sure that we have a bunch of aggregate storage. Where am I? Here. Yep. So we want to get train aggregate. We want to get large aggregate storage. We want to get large aggregate storage times 2, actually. So we'll do something like this, I think. Let's get this all flattened out. All for free, which is quite lovely. Right. That flattened out. And then I want to get basically the same operation right next door, but apparently that's going to be impossible for whatever reason. So we'll do it here instead. It's not my perfect orientation, but it is fine. And we should be able to get away with just using... Okay. Just using one engine transfer here, so that's going to be absolutely grand. Alright, perfect. Get that in place. Boom. Engine transfer. Is engine transfer over here? I don't think so. That's fine. We're just going to have to go over to here. Get it all sorted. Okay, let's see if this all connects up. That looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. Okay, absolutely perfect. Let's get that all in place. Next things next. Train aggregate loading. That can go round about here, I suspect. Yep, let's get this all leveled out. I don't think this is the ideal place for it, but it should be fine. There's no such thing as an ideal place for anything. You just got to make do. Sometimes compromise is the only way forward. Alright, get that in place. And let's see. Building is in the way. That's actually, to be honest, anticipated. I can do an engine transfer over here. Absolutely no issues whatsoever with that. There we go, and there we go. And will that connect directly? That will indeed connect directly. Alright, perfect. So, basically, Iron Mine is going to dispatch the goods. By that I mean iron ore to the large aggregate storage, 1 and 2. And then after that, it's going to be moved over to the aggregate loading whenever a train is ready to be loaded up. Which is great. Right. Unpause that. Start building all this. We are a little bit short of funds, but I'm not too worried. I'm sure an oil train will be arriving shortly. And if not, well, we know for a fact that there's going to be a lot more steel trains after we sort this out. Okay, good. We're very, very close to the railway track over there, but this still might be a little bit of a difficult build for us, simply because of the height. Yes, the height is relatively extreme, actually. Okay. Link this up. Sure. Yeah, let's just sort of zone it out, see if it works. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy one. Not a railway bridge. I think we might need a tunnel. Wowzers, that actually works. Alright, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm not sure how I feel about having a tunnel leading directly to the start of the aggregate unloading. But if that's what it must be, then that's what it must be, I guess, right? Same with the train system. Yeah, really not sure how I feel about that. Actually, you know what? The passenger system. I actually feel better about the passenger system because the passenger system isn't going to be as busy. It's still going to be busy given the fact that it's you know, it's a high density industry. But that's fine. Okay, so let's get this in place. Don't love doing tunnels, but I mean, if ever there was a place to make tunnels work, it would probably be over here. Okay. Nope. You don't want to play ball. All right. That's fine. Let's just ignore this bit of track for a short time. And let's get this in play. I would like to do that. And then that. And then a chain signal. Which side of the track is it? A chain signal there. For that direction. And a signal on the back this way. That goes there. That goes there. Perfect. And that can go like so. Wonderful. Okay, so now it's a simple matter of connecting up the tracks. I say it's a simple matter. It should be a simple matter, is what I mean to say. Too big a descent downhill. Truly, is there anything more infuriating to hear? Okay. Overlaps with existing construction. Yeah, I know. I was kind of hoping that I maybe wouldn't have to I would maybe be able to get away with not destroying that electricity pylon. But actually, you know what? It's a pretty darn good job I did right there, if I do say so myself. Okay, that is going to cost me 600,000 rubles because of the sheer number of tunnels that we're building. I didn't even realize. I did not even realize. This is kind of like a mountaintop retreat, actually, the more that I think about it. In fact, it's a pretty bad tunnel system, the more that I think about it. Should probably try and get a little bit more money before building this. Okay, let's try and at least consolidate this into one track to take us back down the mountain. Maybe if we could avoid tunneling this, that would be kind of nice. Also, I seem to be having major lag issues. I say major lag issues. Not major lag issues, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but you get the picture. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to be just fine getting down the mountain without the aid of a tunnel. Too big a descent downhill. Oh, come on. Alright, fast forward to the morning. Yeah, not super thrilled about the fact that we're going to be spending 700,000 rubles all at once. I mean, we could actually avoid it. We could maybe look at setting up our own rail laying operation, but I feel that that maybe isn't the best idea. Whilst we're thinking about that, let's go and have a little look at Comrade and see how Comrade is doing. Looks like we're transporting a fair amount of crops at the moment. Not enough to be super happy, but you know, we're getting there. That's pretty darn good going. And it looks like the changes that I put into place did indeed make a difference. Oh, blumenack, this is rough. Also, we're gonna need to. We still need to connect this track up. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna try a railway bridge? Will a railway bridge actually make any difference? Angle of connection is too sharp. Try bit by bit. Yeah. Angle of connection is far too sharp. Is there any other way to get down this mountain without going directly over this sort of crest? There might be. It's going to be a bit of a long journey, though, which I'm not super thrilled about, because obviously we want it to be as short a journey as possible, but if we need it to be a longer journey, then it needs to be a longer journey. And we certainly don't have enough money to keep spending it on tunnels. Alright, auto build from rubles. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. Oh, oh, no. Right, well, you don't need to be a genius to work out what just happened right there. What I did right there was misclick. A misclick that will end up costing me, well, what can only be described as hundreds of thousands of rubles, I think is probably the correct term. Let's get this moved up. I just can't believe it. What a joke. What a joke. That was a really bad misclick, actually. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it needed to get done. Okay. Get this built. Oh, come on. Just because it's such an irritating position to make this happen at. There we go. Build there. Okay, take this back a little bit. Too big a descent. Too big an ascent. This wants to work, but it's just not going to. Have a little look. Try that. Try something like that. Sometimes if you just give it a shot yourself, sometimes it just works. Other times it just doesn't work. Right. Something like that. Nope. Oh, that was so close. It was so close to working. Alright, take this back a little bit. I feel like that's the ticket, you know? I feel like I've got the golden ticket. I'm grasping the golden ticket in both hands. And we are just on the... We're just on the edge. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, I clicked it again. This is an issue. Yeah. Take this back. Okay. Can you hear the worry in my voice? At the moment it's worry. It will become irritation very, very shortly. If I can't get this stupid piece of track to just connect. I swear I've tried almost every single combination now. I'm now building with dollars, which is my reserve currency. I shouldn't be building with dollars. I should just be not building if I can avoid it. Okay, you know what? I've got a great idea. I've got a great idea. Build a railway bridge. How is that allowing me to build that? I've no idea how that works. Okay. Can we curve around here? Apparently that's not a possible thing to do. All right, let's reduce right down to the ground floor. That's going to cost me a heck of a lot of money, but it's actually going to pretty much guarantee the connection, right? All right, you know what? It looks utterly ridiculous. Well, it's not done yet. It looks utterly ridiculous, but if it does work, then it's money well spent, right? Only if it works, though. If it doesn't work, then, I mean, I just get to feel like an idiot. And then it's just money wasted, isn't it? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. Right. Sometimes it's not about how much money a certain thing costs. It's about how great it looks. This is neither a great piece of building infrastructure, nor is it a fantastic use of money. In fact, it's just neither. It's just neither. Right. How is Comrade doing? And why are we not filling these trains up with more coal? Again, unbelievably irritating. We should be doing a lot better. We should be delivering a lot more people. Part of the problem, I think, is that we've got train stations which are almost always overcrowded, except for now. There are literally hundreds of workers waiting. Interesting. A lot of lazy people. A lot of lazy people not wanting to work. Disgraceful. Disgraceful, I say. Disgraceful. Leisuregrad's still underperforming. Not really bothered, to be honest. It's a common occurrence now. It's been happening for many, many years. Maybe Irongrad gets its own little population, honestly. Maybe it's time for Irongrad to get its own little population. I say maybe it's time, like it's been something that's been deserved for a long, long time. That is not, in fact, the case. Okay, let me go into rails. I'm gonna $200,000? I mean, do I want to spend $200,000 on it? Not really. What I think I'll just do is I'll fund it with rubles, and then I'll call it a day here, and then at the start of the next episode, we'll pick up, and I will actually have enough money to make all of this possible. At the moment, though, it's just the tunnels which are causing us the most consternation. It's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while, don't get me wrong. However, what with our power sales, which is actually going pretty darn well. Looks like our coal is working pretty much as intended. Why are you not producing more power? Question mark to that. But the thrust of the argument is things are looking good at the moment. Alright. Building is without a power supply. Is this building without a power supply? Why are you not able to unload? You are able to unload. Great. There's just a couple of little problems. A lot of mini missions, you know? A lot of mini missions that we still just need to solve. Irongrad is pretty redundant, actually, now that I look at things. But it's only redundant at the moment. It will not be redundant soon. Once I finally manage to get things under control and make sure that we're actually producing more resources, then it won't be redundant. Trust me, it won't be redundant. Our coal processing plant is working as hard as it possibly can, I think, but it's it might just be a little bit overcrowded. A little bit overloaded is perhaps the better term. We have too many things demanding from one coal processing plant. I don't know. And also the fact of the matter is that we don't actually have any money at the moment, which is just great, isn't it? We got a lot of gravel coming in though, so that's kind of nice. We're getting to the point where we can actually make whatever we want to, and I think in the next episode we're gonna probably be working on a whole bunch of stuff. But look at this, the television station is actually coming along quite nicely. There are 38 workers on the site. It's not enough. It's not enough. We got 12 tons of asphalt. That's not too bad. Resources needed to finish the groundworks. 71 tons of concrete. Honestly, that's pretty darn good going. That's pretty darn good going if I do say so myself. So you never know. We might actually build a television station eventually by ourselves, because we want to get to a stage where we're building the electronic components, and we will eventually get to that stage. It's just going to take a little bit of time. With all these things, it just takes a little bit of time. More coal ore is arriving. Coal ore is arriving. That's quite nice. I'm still pretty happy that we've managed to fix the grain grad problems. Didn't really get to fixing up this whole tunnel situation under here, but I'm not super bothered by that. If it's working for now. Much rather get this all sorted. Yeah. Well, we've almost finished a couple of these tunnels. Tell you what, for a bunch of stuff that cost millions and millions and millions of rubles, I say millions of rubles, a million and a bit, it's not actually too bad. We still need to put a little bit more infrastructure down, but honestly, I think that I can do that off camera, and for now, we can finish the episode up, and you can go on with your lives, safe in the knowledge that we're now going to be able to produce even more iron than we've ever been able to produce before. In the next episode, I think that we're going to start building some monuments of greatness and glory. Yeah, so the Red Star Monument, the Soviet symbol, concrete and copper, Lenin's concrete monument, all of this stuff I think we're going to build in the next episode. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Potato. This has been Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'll see you next time. Bye.